guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this terrific Tuesday here in Connecticut. Life's good, guys. Life is good. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. Actually, before I get to that, it's raining all day. It's going to rain all into the night, maybe into the next day. I couldn't get out on the bike. All I did was kettlebell. Yeah, I did a big kettlebell workout. Anyway, if that's my warm-up, so be it. Let's see what we got. You saw the thumbnail. The tongue controls the compression. Controls just about everything, but it definitely controls the compression. I talked about compression yesterday. All right? All right. Anyway, let me honk. Let's see what we got. Watermelon juice, my favorite. Anyway, the tongue controls the compression. And that doesn't mean my other two rules, the relaxed corners and the overblowing and everything. We'll put that all together. But the tongue controls the compression. All right? Now, for a while, 20 years ago? I don't even know how long ago. Jerry called his system the TCE, the tongue-controlled embouchure. And to a certain degree, that's still the case. But as you know, I don't like to use that term because it has morphed so differently from back in those days. It's a completely different thing. As I told you, there's a few guys out there, God bless them, I don't care, that are teaching TCE and they have no idea what they're talking about. Nothing what Jerry talked about. The tones are strained and thin. Anyway, that's not the point. All right? The tongue controls everything. Now, the tongue is one of the strongest muscles in the body. It can take a punch. I like to think possibly the glutes. The hammies are probably stronger because they are carrying the entire torso pretty much all day. But the tongue is very, very strong. I've seen lots of scientific reviews saying the tongue is the strongest muscle in the body. I think it might be per cubic centimeter relative to, I don't know. I don't know how they arrived at that for the life of me. But let's just say for our argument, it's and there's no question about this, it is the strongest muscle of the embouchure. No question about that. Now, with that said, to keep it locked in that forward position, is imperative to getting the proper compression. All right? Now, here's the thing. Since it is so strong and is either directly connected to the muscles of the lower jaw or indirectly, secondarily connected to the rest of the muscles, since it's so strong, wherever that tongue goes, the rest of the muscles of the embouchure follow. So if it goes forward, so come the rest of the embouchure. If it goes back into Claude Gordon E, guys, it will follow. You are losing compression. Now, I said this yesterday. I'm going to go over it again. But try stretching your corners and getting compression with the tongue against the bottom lip. You can't do it. Now, relax the corners and just let the tongue and the bottom lip do their thing. That is an enormous, enormous compression that is being compressed into your mouth, and it is the tongue that is doing it. Now, if the corners are too tight, the tongue is not going to be thick enough to get the extraordinary upper register. If you're overblowing, you are going to blow the whole thing open, and the tongue can't do its job. So yes, the corners and the overblowing are integral part of the whole thing, and that's where the synergy comes in. But guys, the tongue controls the compression, and like Jerry said how many years ago, the tongue controls the embouchure. Okay? Now, guys, it's all compression. It's all compression. That tongue was barely moving. As opposed to, if I were trying to do that with the Claude Gordon doll, it'd be moving all over the place. It's barely moving. And in that position, the multiple tongue entry we'll get to, we have gotten to before, we'll get to it down the road, it barely moves. It's not doing this, it's just flicking. Okay? But the compression is the whole ball of wax, I told you yesterday, and it is the tongue that's controlling it. Now, staying in the happy zone, guys, the more you can play without the corners, the more everything is going to relax, which is going to allow the tongue to just naturally get thicker. You don't even have to think about it. You can if you want, and push it forward even more if you want. But it doesn't even, it just naturally gets thicker. That's the beauty of the happy zone. All right? But as I said back a couple minutes ago, you can't keep it there if it's too tight. So the more you can relax the corners, the thicker it's going to get. The thicker it's going to get, the more the lips are going to come forward in the proper position. That's being all stretched back. Okay? And the more compression you get, the less air you're going to need. And that, folks, is true power. All right? All right. Eat and drink fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.